have something special for you guys. Toyota has this customizable pickup truck that is going to be produced, more than likely, it's a concept at this point. It just was introduced at the Indonesia Auto Show, and they have a joint venture there where they build vehicles. And they're asking fans or artists to take this template and create any sort of vehicle, and the best design will win 100 million rupiah, which I think is like $6,000 or something like that. But check out what Toyota's already come up with on their own for this pickup truck. Now, it's not to be confused as a battery electric vehicle, which is highly reminiscent of this, which we'll talk about here in a little bit. But check out this work truck. One of the showgoers took a picture of underneath the vehicle as well. It is called the Ranga Concept. The Ranga Concept, check how basic the front end of this. This is 100% industrial. You got steel wheels on this guy. Very commercialized, but you can make it into anything that you want it, essentially. You have the Toyota Heritage stripes on here. This is more of maybe a tow truck, not quite sure, or it's a pace car because it has the pull strap here as well as the little lights up top. We see it from this other angle as well with this front splitter at the bottom. You see it from the back with the spoiler, but they had this other one there as well with the mobile service EV charger. So isn't that funny? We know Indonesia's getting billions of dollars pumped into it by Chinese companies, Japanese companies to produce batteries. And so Indonesia will be a big electrification hub in the coming years. Now, the irony here is I don't think this is going to be a battery electric vehicle. It's just going to be kind of like a mobile generator to top off electric cars on the road. So here are some ideas that Toyota came up with for artists to roll with. Okay, we have an ambulance conversion. You have a coffee shop conversion, which we already saw. One of these, I think this guy was a coffee shop conversion. All right, let's keep moving. Old school wood bed. We have pretty much every color of this pickup truck, kind of like this slammed racer, which we'll get into a little bit. You have the firefighter truck as well, and then you have the camper. Toyota is kind of making this truck the Land Cruiser 70 series of the future. It should be produced in Indonesia. And would we ever get it here in the United States? The answer is maybe, but it would have to be locally produced or made into not a pickup truck. So otherwise it would be hit with the chicken tax. Like I say, you have an ice cream truck version, you have the camper version, and then you have every single color essentially of the Rising Sun racer truck, which is pretty cool as well. Now, this vehicle looks familiar because this was the IMV0 concept that debuted with Akio Toyota, not in Indonesia, but it was in Southeast Asia. It was at the Thailand Motor Show I think it's at the end of 2022. And I never really talked about it. I don't believe I never made a dedicated video because I just didn't think anything like it would come to America. But the wheels are turning in my head for something like this to make it here, but maybe not in this shape or form. They also had a fully electric Hilux, I believe. Again, we don't get the Hilux here, we get a Tacoma, but we've already seen a fully electric of the Tacoma by Akio Toyota not that long ago. So the basic template like this, I think it'd be cool for us to have the Stout, the entry-level pickup truck from Toyota, but more than likely it won't be as rugged as this. This is definitely a rear-wheel drive platform or a battery electric platform, depending on how they want to outfit it for that specific market. The Stout we would get here would be probably more based off either the Corolla platforms, which is the C platform, what we're hearing, aka what the Corolla Cross is built on, or the K platform, which is the RAV4, which, I think that would make more sense to be on the K platform because that is what kind of the Toyota's comparative platform to what a Honda uses for the Santa Cruz. Now, I want to look again at this vehicle. If you missed my video, is a 4Runner getting canceled? I talked about the possibility of this vehicle coming to the United States. It's almost a lock, in my opinion, to be a competitor against the vehicle I'm driving this week, which is the Ford Bronco Sport. That thing handles really well, has tons of torque. It's kind of a front-wheel drive burnout machine unless you lock it into four-wheel drive. And it has a rear locker on it as well. So could Toyota give sort of that off-road juice and desirability to a smaller vehicle? Well, this isn't the first time we've seen a similar vehicle. We've seen a battery electric variant of this at the end of 2021. But with these new concepts, these Ranga concepts coming out, it's almost like Toyota is going to be having lots of different variants of these small vehicles. I don't know if they're all going to share the same platform, but we have similar headlights on the front of this guy than what we see on the side profile of this. Doesn't mean it's identical, but I'm kind of getting the same sort of vibe from these two vehicles. Something like this, however, would be able to be imported into the United States if they decided to make it over there in Japan. I think it would be awesome if they called it a Land Cruiser Sport, which wouldn't take a genius to figure out if this is a Land Cruiser Sport, it goes directly in competition against the Bronco Sport. And it looks way too small to be like an FJ successor. The wheelbase on it looks absolutely tiny. It looks almost like the Suzuki Jimny that I wish we had here, and if it was here, I would lose my mind over. Toyota has the ability to make this vehicle a reality in the United States, a compact, affordable, hopefully efficient as well if they put a little hybrid juice in it. Baby 4Runner. I don't think this is actually the 4Runner, but if it is the 4Runner, holy crap. I know I'm getting off topic here, but I'm just getting really excited for this sort of vehicle. I know it's probably not the 4Runner because the 4Runner needs to follow the same sort of template that it currently does, but the new Land Cruiser is already kind of that shape. So it'll be interesting to see what the 4Runner turns into and what this vehicle is, and is it coming to the United States? If it's not, it's going to make me just as sad, if not more sad, than us not getting the Suzuki Jimny here stateside. But I got to pump the brakes and shut myself down before I get too excited. I don't think we'll see any of these Ranga vehicles here in the United States. I think they're amazing, and I can't wait for them to come out in other markets. I think a lot of you guys would be excited for a performance single cab pickup truck once again, but those days are well behind us, I think, here in the United States. But I gotta shut it down there. Thank you guys for watching. A lot of fun with this video. Smash a like button if you're excited for the Ranga. If you're in that part of the world, more than likely you're not, but most of my viewers are here in the United States. Let me know what you would do to get your hands on some of these concepts that Toyota is coming out with the Ranga. It's pretty darn cool, but hopefully we get that off-roader that Simon Humphries teased at the reveal of the J250 Prado Land Cruiser. Anyways, thank you guys. Have a great day. Take care of yourselves and peace.